Gemini, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We're going to do my version of the Celtic Cross. At the end there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your third house, this could be for you. So thank you, however you spot channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All the information is in the description box. Just hit the more button below. Gemini, Leo's slammed on the brakes. And I almost feel like with that happening in your third house, the house of communication, communication might be a little bit difficult at the moment. Almost like forceful with that Mars energy. It's like you're not getting anywhere, banging your head against a brick wall possibly. Interesting. Let's do two more. See what's going on. Gemini, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Jupiter's in your sign, so it's bringing its blessings, but again, it's like I say, Jupiter expands whatever it hits, and there's no coincidence that Jupiter in Gemini is represented by the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is stuck in your head, rumination, overthinking, you know, if you're in that positive mindset, you will get positive things to think about and vice versa. So Jupiter is here to show something. Oh, how interesting. Kind of seeing this, it's like something zooming out. Crossing you. Root of the matter. Recent past. Okay, pay attention to, this is the 28th of December I'm doing this reading, but pay in particular attention to around about the 2nd of January, there's going to be an opposition between Pluto and Mars. It might stand out for you. I don't know, something that's possibly suggesting here. There's a, right. In the crossing, I know exactly what's going on here. In the crossing position is the Chariot. Now the Chariot in the Osho Zen Tarot is called awareness. And this in the crossing position is a lack of awareness. Interesting. What you want, what's coming in. Oh, a little bit of a shadow. So this could be you, it could be people that you're dealing with. How you see yourself, how others see you. Advice. Okay, and potential outcome. When you zoom out from something, you're going to see a massive different perspective, and it's going to completely transform your relationships. And this is all types of relationships. Again, this could be somebody that you're dealing with, so it might be worth pointing this out. We have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment with the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Hermit, the Tower, and the Star. Yeah. So we've got a significant shake-up here for the ability to heal within. So this could be, whatever this tower is going to be internal. Now, when I say internal, I mean it in the case of, you know, when something gets pointed out and you recognise that you may have done something a little bit, and I'm not getting at anything here, this is just a lack of awareness. This is one of those moments where we think we're doing the right thing, and in reality, you are to a certain extent, and you're not to another certain extent. I will give you an example in a second. But there's something here that's, this lack of awareness is being massively, massively highlighted. Like I said, Jupiter expands whatever it hits, and it's in your first house. It's all about you. Again, this could be somebody you're dealing with, but the likelihood is I'm talking to you guys. It might be you. So I've got the Wheel of Fortune. Crossing you is the Chariot, this awareness. And this, because it's in the crossing, is lack of awareness. What we're not aware, the root of the matter is Ten of Wands. Now the Ten of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius. At the moment, Saturn's demanding that we practice what we preach, but there's just something here about being bogged down with some sort of energy. Whatever that energy is represents for you, whatever it's doing is blocking your sight. It's blocking your sight to something in particular. It might be you have a set way of how something should be done and you're being asked to zoom out. In the recent past is the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords is a card of arguments, it's a card of anger, it's a card of frustration. It's also Venus in Aquarius, so it's just giving me that Aquarian energy. Venus is currently in Aquarius, but it's also suggesting here we've got this Mars slowing down in your third house, the house of communication, and it's going to be in opposition with that Aquarian energy, which is where Pluto's going to be. And there's just something about a dynamic that's being highlighted. What you want is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, there's a card of, it's feeling closed off. You might not want to look at this. It is what it is. There's something that's, whatever it is actually blocking you in some aspect. Again, this could be your unwillingness to look at somebody else that's doing this. Again, you know your story better. I'm going to talk as if it's you that's doing this, but you spin it as you see fit. What's coming in is the King of Wands. Now I love this because the King of Wands is very, very powerful energy. It's 2 parts Sagittarius, 1 part Shadow Scorpio. He's a leader, he's a visionary. Again, don't get caught up in genders, but whatever this is, the King of Wands is highlighting something. This could be a person that highlights a shadow. This could be you recognizing a shadow. And for me, the shadow is death. Death is representing, yes, it can represent Scorpio, but for me, it's just representing this Pluto energy that needs to be seen. How you see yourself is the Nine of Swords. Now, Nine of Swords, you could be anxious, you could be worried about something or somebody, filled with anxiety, sleepless nights. I'm more just getting this as being Mars in Gemini, and it's suggesting you, Gemini, is being influenced by Mars. Now, like I said, Mars has slammed on those brakes. Communication is very, very forceful, okay? How others see you is the Magician. Others see you in a very, very powerful way. The Magician is Mercury. You guys are ruled by Mercury. You're affected by Mercury, yes. Mercury has been retrograde, still in its shadow, so your communication might be a bit hit and miss at the moment. But this communication that feels difficult, when you recognize this self-awareness and zooming out, you're going to see perspectives from a different angle, and it's going to help your communication in every type of relationship, no end. Pretty beautifully, in fact. Your advice is the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups' advice is saying 2 things. It's a card of nostalgia. It might have you looking back at the past and recognizing where this has been a continuous thing. The Wheel of Fortune is patterns. So this could be a pattern that's been at play in your life in terms of your communication. It's also saying, Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio, the Sun highlights death. Let the Sun highlight this shadow. Let the Sun highlight whatever it needs to highlight. The outcome is the Three of Wands. The Sun meets the Emperor. The Three of Cups, reconciliation, Mercury in Cancer, and the Page of Cups. It could come with an apology. But whatever this, I'm more seeing this as just awareness and dissipation of whatever this energy is. I really like it. I think the potential here to heal something and bring awareness to something is just going to drop these. And how interesting, 10 minus 3 is the 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands is Mars in Leo, which is where we're slamming on the brakes. I keep on saying slamming on the brakes as well. Third house also rules travel, especially vehicles and communications. Be careful driving. Don't make any harsh decisions when you're emotional, all those type of things. Because we can be reckless when we're emotionally charged. Right, story time. I wasn't there for the initial class, but I was at the class afterwards and I heard a few people talking about it. Now, this for me is a perfect example of this awareness. So there was an extended Boxing Day class. Boxing Day for us in the UK is a holiday, it's a family holiday, the day after Christmas. And the yoga teacher, it was an extended class of 1 hour and 15. She ended up actually taking it to somewhere near 1 hour and 45. Now, on one perspective, that's wonderful. It's like people are getting more for their money. Everybody's happy in that sense. Not quite. If we zoom out and we see it from a higher perspective, How many people were dead set on that hour and 15 minutes and had family plans straight afterwards, whose day might have been, you know, disrupted to a certain extent? So there's that dynamic here. The teacher's, you know, awareness of maybe just being a little bit narrow, thinking, oh, you know, everybody's going to get a really good workout, etc. They're going to get more for the money. And in the reality of it, if we zoom out, it's 50-50. Many people might not have appreciated that because of plans. There's something about awareness here, and we can only see that when we zoom out. And sadly, hindsight's a wonderful thing. So there's a dynamic at play here in your interactions of lack of awareness, lack of seeing the bigger picture in something. Again, like I said, this could be somebody in your environment. It could be you looking back at childhood and see how all this played out. We've got 2 3s in your outcome. 3s can be triangulation, you know, seeing these narcissistic triangulations that might have played out in your life, and it's just rubs off on you into your future, pre-programmed. But there's an opportunity here to really, really heal something. We're going to check out death, definitely. So I want to see what's going on with this shadow King of Wands and this 6 of Cups. And I also want to check out the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. So the 8 of Swords is Jupiter in Gemini. Like I say, it expands whatever it hits, and it's showing you a dynamic in your relationships. 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups is highlighting something here. Reciprocity within relationships. You've been asked to really zoom out on something. Death is with the 7 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Your last card wants to make itself known, which is the Moon. So yeah, there's this death process, this looking at this highlighted aspect is going to highlight this 5 and 2. You might not want to look at it for some of you, but it's if you want to really see maybe where communication's always been difficult in your life in the past, whether friends, whether it's partnerships, whether it's any of these things. If you don't want to look at it, you'll remain stuck. If you look at it, you free yourself. And the 7 of Wands is with the Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. Lots of 7s, which is a very universal number. It's the number of the divine. You're being divinely guided. There's obviously something that you need to see in terms of this dynamic. And when you look at it, and see a pattern, you get your wish fulfillment with the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Cups equaling the 9 of Cups. So a very, very interesting dynamic at play for you guys. Like I say, if you can zoom out and see this from a higher perspective, you're going to see so many patterns within your maybe friendship groups, maybe your local community, and it's like something. And how interesting. So in the Tarot of the New Vision, where it's the Rider-Waite but turned on its from the back, so you can see it from the back. The 10 of Wands there's somebody with a scythe, like the Death card, clearing a path. The King of Wands in the, I'm gonna say, Tarot Wheel of the Year. He's in his building, and if you look out of the small window, it's like that being played out. It's all kind of coming together. It's like you had to be at this point to see this bigger picture now, to heal what needs to be healed, to move on. Fascinating. So in your extended, we're going to take a look at what this awareness is. We'll expand on it, what we know, what we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. It's going to massively help though, because look at that. 3 of Cups is Mercury in Cancer, which is the Magician meets the Chariot. However, see you as the Magician, the issue is the Chariot. And when we pull all this awareness together, you're going to see patterns and you're going to see things very, very clearly. Fantastic. Sagittarius, Cancer, Saturn in Sagittarius, Venus in Aquarius, Moon in Libra, Mars in Gemini, Gemini Virgo, Sun in Scorpio, Sun in Aries, Mercury in Cancer, Jupiter in Pisces, Saturn in Taurus, Virgo, Aries and Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Pisces, Capricorn, Moon in Taurus, Jupiter in Gemini, Venus in Cancer. We have swords, we have wands, we have cups, we have pentacles. Everyone's here, those are your standouts. Let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.